Hi Sam.
Hi.
You brought to the Karlovy Vary Film Festival your second feature-length film, Stand Clear of the Closing Doors, and the film tells the story of an autistic kid who runs away on the subway. It is a beautifully crafted film full of sound, place and time contrasts, and it made me wondering if you saw any of the famous Hollywood films about autism, such as Rain Man and, for example, I Am Sam, in order to get inspired, or...
I saw Rain Man a long time ago, and then I rewatched it maybe last summer, and I wasn't actually too into it. It was like definitely not a source of inspiration for this film. I think Dustin Hoffman's performance is good, but it's not what I was looking to do. You know, that was like a big actor performance playing what he thought autism was, and that's not really like what I was going for at all, nor was I telling the story of an idiot savant, which I think a lot of people who don't know much or don't know people on the spectrum, they think, oh, autism, that's like a mad genius, and it's just so rarely the case.
I think that your film plays not only with the contrasts, but also with the spectators' expectations, especially in the ending, because I don't know, were you present at the first screening? Or yeah? So did you hear that the audience burst into laughter, some of them?
Because actually I didn't. I walked out. I couldn't watch it. I watched part of it.
That's a pity, because they burst into laughter.
When you come home?
Yeah, when he came home.
Oh, yeah.
And I was wondering if the audience at the different screenings had similar reactions, and why do you think it is like that?
People have laughed there before, and I think it's like comic relief. It's like just relief. You know what I mean? He busts open the door, and it's like impossible. After so long of him being away, it's just kind of funny and he's kind of like casual about it.
I love that ending, and I really think that the people are expecting the Hollywood, the dramatic something, and you give them, coming back home.
Right.
It's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I think that really worked. And okay, so I know you have mentioned in one of the interviews that I've read that you really like Andrei Tarkovsky, the director, and I was wondering, are there any other directors that you really love?
Yes, there's so many. Like contemporary directors, I really like. I like observational cinema, like what Pedro Costa does. You know him?
Yep.
His movies are really difficult, but there's something really like alive about them, and I like what the Borderline guys are doing. Yep. They're here, and they're like contemporary filmmakers in New York.
Okay, so I know that you're not only shooting feature-length films, that you did one feature-length documentary that won a prize actually, then some short films, even TV spots and music videos.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a narrative director, narrative film director, or more like a documentary film director? Or how do you see yourself, where do you see yourself, heading?
I don't draw like a distinction with myself so much, because I do both. I make documentaries and I make narrative films, and I think they also cross into each other. Like with Herzog. Herzog's documentaries are like fiction films, and his fiction films are like documentaries in a way. So I don't know. I definitely like to operate in the place between, and not constrain myself with any boundaries. That's like one thing that I really seek to do, is just like whatever feels right and not feel restrained. So, but I don't know. Yeah, I just moving forward. I don't know. I'm gonna make a music video this summer with like a bigger budget than I've had before. So that'll be nice, and then just take every project one step at a time.
And I know that you are into the experimental cinema, that you are studying that.
Yeah.
So could you give me your own definition of experimental cinema? What does it mean for you? Because there are so many different definitions.
I think it's really just like there's so much to explore with like the moving picture and sound, and I think experimental cinema is that they're experiments. It's like lessons and like, you know, practices and trying to further understand like how this phenomenon works of like sequential imagery and so I guess that's how I would define it.
Awesome. And you said that you're going to shoot a music video, and is there any narrative film coming, or?
Yeah, I'll probably make another narrative film, you know, hopefully before too long. It's the kind of thing you know, right now I'm not that interested in working with like name actors, so it makes it very hard to finance and then to sell movies. It's like it's a hard time, so it takes a while to develop a project, raise the money, and I mean maybe this project there could be some like names, and I want to make a romantic comedy, and yeah, but it's very in its developmental stages right now. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.